Good morning, friends. I don't know about you, but trading videos can be heck-a boring, so here is some pre-trade morning routine footage. If you are a West Coast trader like me, it can be such a struggle getting your mind right before the bell at 6:30. Before I lived in Southern California, I lived in Georgia. And so I do know what it's like to have a 9:30 start. And yeah, if I had to choose, I definitely prefer the 9:30 start. Anyhow, coffee hack. Oat milk froths really nicely. So if you need to step up your coffee game, try this in your frother. I also add cacao nibs on top for some flavor. That's what's in that green box. And it just makes my boring coffee a little exciting. Ladies, if you don't keep your eye masks in the fridge, you are missing out. Thank me later. I really try not to look at my phone before 6 a.m. So I will read, I'll do yoga, I'll stretch, I will enjoy my coffee while the house is still quiet. If you haven't read Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, it's a great book. It's a great money mindset book. I love his quote that quitters never win and winners never quit. Alrighty, friends, let's get into a random Wednesday of trading for me. It's a 0 DTE day. It's one of 3 of my paydays this week, so let's make some money, honey. Good morning. So I'm usually done at my desk by 6 a.m. and the first thing that I'm looking at is to see where futures is currently trading so that I have an idea of where SPX will open. And I think we're about 5 or 6 points difference on SPX. So here's where ES is trading. Here's how it's kind of traded overnight. We're going to open within the trading range, the overnight trading range. And yesterday we closed SPX at 38.80. We'll open probably just shy of that, so a very small gap. And the expected move today is 28 points. So, you know, we're getting roughly probably $22 or $23 worth of premium today. My plan is to put on a couple of iron butterflies and then a couple of out of the money vertical spreads. So I will come back when I am ready to do that. So probably right at the bell for the iron butterflies, and then we'll wait to see how things shake out a little bit for the vertical spreads. All right, so the morning opening bell has rung, and the iron butterfly is a time-sensitive trade. So I need to make a decision about which short strike I'm going to take on that trade before I think about entering the regular vertical spread. So the +2 that you see floating around on there, that's a closing order for an overnight iron butterfly. So right now I've decided I'm going to do the 38.70 as my short strike. And so I'm setting up my opening order for that. And I am going to share it with my members. And I wait for the fill on that. And then you'll see me setting up another order in my E-Trade account. All right, so the iron fly that I only did 2 today because I was in a position from yesterday that actually just filled right after within seconds of entering my fly for today, my butterflies for today. So anyways, okay, so I entered these ones at 24.10. I am going to create an opposite order, and I'm just going to take one off for 22.50. And now I'm going to enter the same butterfly on my E-Trade account. Let me move this in here. All right, so I'm going to let this work a little bit at 24.30. I went a little bit higher than 24.10 that I got on TOS because it's kind of dropping here, but now I don't know if I'll get filled. Maybe I'll just replace this with go a little lower here. You know, actually, I might have missed it, so I can widen my wings. It won't even fill at 24.10, what I originally sent it for.
Your entry was like perfect, because it was right before that dip, and on the dip is when, like, I couldn't fill within 15-20 seconds of you entering it, and then with that dip, I got filled at 24.25.
Oh, you got in at 24.25?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so just 15 cents above me. I see.
It's already at 22.70, and 22.65 is my limit. I'm about to be out here.
All right, so I'm still wondering what to do with my E-Trade account because I can't get anywhere near the same fill that I did on my TOS account. I think what I'll do is a 60 wide. All right, so I re-entered a position for my smaller E-Trade account, and what I did was the same middle strike, so I kept it at 38.70, and I just did 60 wide wings, and I was able to get filled right away at 24.20. So let me just do my math correctly here. 24.20 minus $1.60 is 22.60, so I want to close this for 22.60, preview, 22.60, send, and we'll let this work for a little bit. All right, so just as a reminder on the iron butterfly, my middle strike is here, 3870. The longer SPX hangs around this area, it doesn't need to be here exactly, the better it is for my position. And you know, I'll expect to be in this position for an hour. Anything less than that is a bonus. I will update later. So long as it doesn't make a huge move to the top or a huge move to the bottom, then I'll be fine. I will put what my stop levels are on the screen, and you know, if SPX happens to hit those levels before I reach my profit target, then I will cut the trade. All right, so it is just after 7 o'clock, and I'm just checking in here. I still have not filled on my first iron butterfly, my $160 profit target, but some of my members who I sent the same trade to who got filled a little bit higher have filled for 22.65. So, and that was a couple minutes ago. So even just a 15-cent difference, I'm still hanging around in the trade, at least today. Some days it doesn't work like that, but as you can see, the premium is kind of all over the place. It's tapped as low as $21, $21.95 or something, and I still didn't get filled. So I'll just hang tight for a little bit. It's only been barely 30 minutes in the trade. But as you can see, despite, well, that's because this candle here. So even though the trade has hung around my short strike for all this time, it still hasn't decayed $1.60's worth, at least for my fill. So hopefully SPX doesn't continue to make this move down now. It can make that move down later, but if it makes the move down now, then I'll have to adjust my positions. But here's what my little account looks like. I mean, the profit's been as high as like $60 or $70, and now it will continue to decrease if SPX continues down right now. So I will update in a few minutes. All right, so at 7:15, my position just filled right before I hit the record button. So I entered 2 flies at 24.10, sold to open them at 24.10. I closed one of them out at the $1.60 profit target. This is another trade from yesterday, another iron butterfly that I held overnight. I'll explain that in a second, and that'll explain my P&L here. Here is what my small account looks like. So it has not hit its profit target yet. And this is what SPX looks like. So it's coming back up to my short strike. So here I was looking at, I don't know, I was down about $100 a fly here. And now I am coming back up to profit target. So even if the shoot's actually really high, that's still not good for my position. I need it to stay around 38.70. Let's see. So the expected move today when it opened was 32. It's now currently 27, but it was as low as 25. So IV isn't necessarily decreasing at a fast rate, but oh, it looks like my position filled. Okay, this is a weird thing about E-Trade. At least whatever version I'm using here, I don't know if this is its desktop version, but if you can see here, it says my account gain is 0. My year-to-date account gain has not updated, and yet I was filled. So I made my $160. Let me try and refresh this and see if it... The E-Trade platform has been frustrating and less than stellar. It seems like every time I make a video about it, it's like there's some weird glitch. Anyways, so let me actually show you what year-to-date history looks like on my E-Trade account. So today will be Feb 24th, and I did a 60 wide. I'll fill this in later, but that's my trade. And I actually have not had a loser in this account since January 4th. And I still have only had 2 losers year to date. So today is my 30th win. And that leaves my win rate at 93%. But anyways, that's what that looks like. I will now make a closing order for my last running butterfly. So I'm going to create a duplicate order here. And let's just see if I can get filled at 21.25. Why not? If it fills me 24.10 minus 21.25, that's a $285 profit on just that one. So let me not get greedy here, and I'm going to move this up a little bit. All right, so this is a perfect iron fly day. SPX, at least for my iron flies, SPX is really hanging around my middle strike, which is here, right? The longer it stays here, the more profitable and the more decay my position will achieve. So I'm going to let that order work a little bit, and then I'll update you on my filled positions, what my profit was for the day, and whether or not I enter a vertical spread. So the only reason I haven't entered one as of yet is because Jerome Powell is speaking today. It's not a FOMC meeting, but he is on day 2 of a I think it's just a 2-day testimony, and he's expected to probably make a announcement that might swing the market. So I am bullish on the day, so we'll probably enter a put credit spread because he typically pumps the market, right? So if I get into that position, I will update that later. All right. right, it's 8:45 Pacific Standard Time. That means it's almost lunchtime Wall Street time. And here's where the market's trading. So we've had quite the run up like I thought we would because, Powell is speaking today and the market is generally bullish during his speeches. But I missed a good entry for a put credit spread because I was still managing my iron butterflies. So I did feel like the market was heavy today. So I had a little bit of like hesitancy just jumping right into a put credit spread. So now that it's 8:45, I feel like we would stabilize here around 3,900. I would enter another iron fly, but I would rather see this expected move kind of pop up a little bit more because when I exited my earlier iron butterfly, the expected move was 22 points. So if it gets somewhere back around 22, then I think I have another opportunity to scalp like another $100 on an iron butterfly. Let's see. So I think I'm going to wait another 15 minutes. If I enter another trade, I will record it and be back. Good morning, everyone.
All right, and then I hopped over to Instagram to talk to my peoples there, but it didn't end up taking another vertical spread because the market just squeezed up all day, and I really missed my perfect entry when I mentioned that put credit spread. But that's okay. I mean, I locked in $850 before 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. I can't be mad about that. This video got way longer than I intended, so I will discuss like non-zero DTE iron butterflies in a different video. Those have been working out pretty well, and yeah, thank you as always for watching, and subscribe if you have not already. I will see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.